So, hey, Dragon Folk. Hopefully everybody's doing fantastic today, as I always hope everybody is. Today, of course, um, before I go on my little vacation, right? I wanted to bring you this video with my disheveled hair because I haven't showered yet today. Um, so double masters. I, you know, I hate having to keep talking about it because I just don't, you know, eh, eh, everybody knows, right? Everybody's aware. It is a good set. There are cards in it that are very good. It's got texture foil, chase rares and mythics, or mythics, not rares. It's got texture foils. There's also all of them have texture foils. It is now confirmed, right? Emrakul, Kozilek, and Ulamog all have textured foil. Renin 6 has got textured foil. Liliana's got textured foil. 5 texture foils in Double Masters 2022. So everyone is getting their boxes early, right? Distributor, right? Stores are opening their boxes on YouTube. People in Korea are opening these boxes, or it's like there are people who get in these boxes all over YouTube. You guys are seeing it. I know you all are watching. I know you're all watching because you guys. Why wouldn't you, right? All of us are trying to figure out what's going on with this, right? So here's what I kind of have to say about it, right? And the data I'm looking at. The data I'm looking at is strictly TCGPlayer, but also I'm watching the I don't know. I'm watching a lot of people make poor graphs, poor like data in regards to this kind of stuff. Even with all these things being open and all of these things being very consistent, you can't get an accurate graph on whether or not you're going to get your money back when you open a box when you have cards that are at pre-sale pricing. You can't do it. The product isn't available to the public yet. The public hasn't opened a whole bunch of them and flooded the market with stuff, right? I mean, there is no way to determine a week before the actual release that this is going to be the case. That a textured foil is going to go for almost $1,000. That an Imperial Seal is going to go for $270 to $350. There's no way for us to know that. And I have to make that more and more clear to people, so when they watch other people's videos that say you will get your money's worth, or it looks like you will get your money's worth, you're going to be able to open a collector booster box and you're going to be able to make your money back, right? Your odds of doing that are not guaranteed. And I think even if you pull from what I looked at, right? Our last video, the video I'll put, they go up here. They go up here. This is where the videos go. I'll put it up here when we talked about whether or not they were free tendies or not. How many times did I say you can't make a judgment call based off of pre-sale prices? I mean, look at how many people bought cards from Modern Horizons 2 at pre-sale prices, right? They were buying fetch lands for like $70 when now they're going for like 25, right? Like there's no way for us to know what the prices are going to be like until it hits the public. So, with everybody mass opening their boxes, everybody looking to make a money back, people are going to want to open these things. And when they see videos of people who are you know, they're opening these boxes and they're putting the prices of each one of their cards up there, and but the prices that they're putting up on these things are all pre-sale prices. They're all pre-sale prices. It's not an accurate graph, because we know that even though everybody goes off TCGPlayer and everybody looks at these things and go, okay, cool, that's TCGPlayer. TCGPlayer is usually the thing most of us go off of. You can't make a graph based off that. You can't, because it's going to get everybody's hopes up, and it's going to make people buy these boxes. Like, and not that I don't want people to buy boxes. I think if this is a product you want, I genuinely think I think sealed it will do great, right? I genuinely think that you are going to guarantee yourself more money keeping it sealed, right? It'll triple, quadruple in value over the days. It's going to be worth it. But I just want to look at something, right? So after all of this, after all of us looking at all these draft box openings, some dude is opening like a case or 2 cases of cards, of draft booster boxes. We had Good Morning Magic open a draft booster box, and that was like not very fantastic. Are there cards in there that will go for a lot? Yeah. But like, look at this. Remember? Remember? Look where this is turning right now. Look where this is turning. This, the 22nd through the 27th, is the time in which everybody took everyone's money. And now it's so close to the release day, people are probably just like, yeah, sick. I can't wait to get my box. But if they're not paying attention, like, look, this is $30 cheaper now than it was a couple weeks ago. $30 cheaper, right? What about the collector booster box? That's about $10 cheaper right now. About $10 cheaper for a collector booster box. So what does that mean for this, right? What does it mean? Does it mean that the cards are going to go to zero and that nobody's going to... No, that's not what it means at all. The cards are still going to be expensive in their own way, and that's definitely going to happen, right? But you have to think that the cards that are going to be going for a lot are just going to be probably the chase cards, right? The textured foils are probably going to be the only thing that are going to be worth enough to get you your money back in a box. Because when these things are cracked open and they're open to the public, and the public will start buying them at whatever rate they are, right? For one, your sealed product, if you keep it sealed and everybody mass opens their stuff in an attempt to make their money back in order to buy another box, then your sealed product goes up. Every time a case is opened for these, the price of your sealed product goes up. And it will continue to do that forever. People are going to think that this is their way to free tendies. People are going to think that they're going to open one of these collector booster boxes and they're going to go, oh, okay, this is perfect, right? We don't need to worry about any of it, right? I'm going to be able to spend $300, make $500, buy another box, make $500 more, buy another box, so on and so forth. And that's not the case, because all of these prices are inflated. They're all inflated. Once these start getting cracked and put on the market, the only thing that's going to go up are the textured foils. There may be mythics that aren't pulled, right? I mean, I think we've seen like a Imperial Seal pulled, right? But the only things that are going to go up are the textured foils and the sealed product. That's it. That's all that's going to go up, right? Everything else is going to go down. People are going to be able to buy these cards. I swear. You know, you pull that Coiling Oracle that's in like every collector pack, right? You know the one, the foil Coiling Oracle. It's in like every collector pack, right? That is going to be dirt cheap. The dirt cheap borderless card. And when you get a card like that, that will go for nothing. There are plenty of these mythics and rares. You're practically swimming in them in these collector boxes, right? Swimming in them. You get a foil rare, you get a non-foil borderless rare mythic, you get a textured, or you get a foil etched rare mythic, and then you get a foil borderless rare mythic. Like, you're guaranteed 4 rare mythics in every collector pack. And that's a lot, considering there are, 50 rares and mythics in this entire set, I think? No, I'm a liar. Hold on. So it's hard to determine the actual amount because there's 1,000 different ways you can get one kind of card. But, I mean, you get the idea. Like, there's only a certain amount of rares and mythics. As a matter of fact, if you look at them in total, there are more rares and mythics than there are commons and uncommons in the set out of the entirety of it, right? Out of the whole thing. There are more rares and mythics in the set than there are uncommons and commons, which means that they're more abundant, right? And it may not all be the big hits, right? I mean, there's plenty of rare cards that are going to be, you're going to get, and they're going to be like under $5, right? Under $1, right? And obviously these bigger hits, these big commander hits, Ren and 6, Force of Negation, Mana Vault, Dockside Extortionist, Cavern of Souls, Crucible of Worlds, Allosaurus Shepherd, right? Ulamog, any of the Eldrazi, Mana Drain, all these things, big cards that are used on a regular basis. But it just, you're going to have to see, right? We're going to have to see whether or not we are in a situation where we have it like the Ancient Dragons in Baldur's Gate, right? The Ancient Dragons in their foil borderless art were like near impossible to find, right? And when you found one, it was really rare, and the prices rose because, well, yeah, I mean, they found it, right? It's hard to pull, and it's one of the stronger mythics in the set, and to get it in foil and borderless is enough to have the price go up, right? It only that would allow a lot of these cards prices to go up if they really decided, nah, you know what? Like, we're not going to hold off on that. Or we're going to hold off, and we're going to make it so you're not going to be able to get these things. But like I said in my previous video, as far as borderless cards go, right? Borderless cards, so we don't even want to bother about the textured foils, right? Forget about the textured foils. Can you get a Eldrazi in a textured foil? Yes. But the textured foil slot, you have a good chance of getting another rare that's like $10, $5, $2 even. So that's skewed, right? But if we're talking specifically the borderless cards, right? You have the third to last slot, which is a non-foil borderless rare mythic, and then the final slot, which is a foil borderless rare mythic, right? Those alone, there's only 50 cards in that pool, right, of borderless rare and mythic. 50 of them. That's it. And a good portion of them are good commander cards. But the thing is that they're guaranteed in these packs. They're guaranteed. You're guaranteed to get one, right? That's like, this is the same reason why the Mystical Archive stuff was so low when it came out, right? The Mystical Archive cards were really low in price, and, they're doing a little bit better now, right? It's all out of print, but the whole point was that these cards were so easily obtained. There's one in every pack. So I think at the end of the day, there's a lot of videos that are going to be coming out in this next week, and it's going to be a lot of people opening packs and telling you what the value is of the cards that are in the packs and so on and so forth. And yeah, right at the time of their recording of the video, that is going to be the price of the cards. But once everything gets into the hands of the public, right, and people are able to get their boxes that they ordered and, they got them pre-sale and so on and so forth, I would bet nobody makes their money back, right? Double Masters 2022 draft boxes are slowly declining in price. Collector boxes are even going down just a little bit. And people are people are seeing it, right? People are seeing these draft booster box openings and they're going, I don't think I'll ever be able to open $400 worth of cards in there. And people won't. You won't. They'll bring the price of the box down in the hopes that you maybe get $300, maybe. But again, you don't get a chance at those textured foil chase cards. And that is a huge, huge loss. At that point, you'd rather just buy the collector boxes. Because at least if you pull one of those, you pulled a chase card. But, I wanted to rant about it because the amount of stuff I get recommended on my YouTube channel, on my YouTube page, I should say, the amount of people that are giving me their statistics and giving me their thoughts and doing all this stuff, and they're going, oh yeah, no, you're definitely gonna be able to make your money back. You're gonna be able to do this. You're gonna be able to do that. Like, I would not be surprised that every one of these resale prices get cut by 50% when stuff starts hitting the market. 50%, right? That means that Imperial Seal, $100, right? Maybe, right? This Force of Negation Borderless, it's $79 right now. $30. And that's still pretty good. That's pretty good. But you can't expect this to be a product where you'd make your money back, right? Modern Horizons 2 did this. When Modern Horizons 2 came out, that was a product that you could get your money back. The reason being is because the complete flood, when you got in early, of all of the fetch lands that were in there, all the fetch lands, all those elemental incarnations, all of them, Ragavan, that all shot the prices. You were able to make your money back, almost guaranteed, in a draft booster box, let alone a collector booster box, right? Draft booster box, you netted almost 3 to 6 fetch lands, whether they be in retro frame or not. You were able to net your money back. But now that there's tons of them on the market, you have a very, very rare chance of opening a Modern Horizons 2 box and having it actually be the amount that you paid for the box. Unless you pull 2 Ragavan. You're probably not going to be doing it. So I don't want people getting so hopeful, because we're already in such an economic downfall in the world that making it look so good to buy this product and then not having nobody realize what's going to happen when the product is released, it hurts me to see, because there's enough people out there that would easily take out a small loan to get a case of the collector booster boxes. And I don't think that there's a chance they're going to make that back. It's like $2,000. It's like $2,000 to get that. That's not easy. So I just wanted to make this PSA and let people know. Obviously, let me know in the comments what you guys think, right? We all are aware here that the sealed product is the better way to go, and that you're going to see a lot of content creators open up these boxes. You're going to see a lot of people open these boxes. A lot of people at your LGS are going to open boxes. A lot of people at their the stores who are actually who own the stores will be opening boxes. You have these general websites like TCGPlayer and Channel Fireball and Card Kingdom who will get their own boxes, and they will open those up. And those boxes, they'll sell those cards on their websites. Like, the packs will be open, but the supply is so insanely low that holding your boxes is going to be a better choice. I've genuinely thought about buying a Double Masters 2022 collector box. And I'm not sure whether or not I want to pull the trigger on it, just because I did just buy something that hopefully we'll see a video on sometime soon, probably next week. But yeah, these are my thoughts, right? I'm probably just rambling into the wind. I'm probably just talking to myself, right? Super skeptical about the product. Any premium product that's to come out, I'm always skeptical about it. And I don't... The product is great. But is the product going to make me my money back? And the era of free tendies has been over for a long time. A long time. Modern Horizons 2 was pretty much it, right? Modern Horizons 2 was it. And then, I mean, there were some other sets before it. Time Spiral Remastered usually did pretty good. Depending on what you pulled, like, it was good. But unfortunately, you see these things enough and you kind of have a bad taste in your mouth. I always love to be optimistic, and I always hope that that's the case, that you can open this up and you can get your money back and it's guaranteed, right? But please understand that until 30 days after the product is released, we don't know, right? Hell, 90 days after the product has been released, we will not know what is going to happen. The only thing that will affect this product in such a way is we find out what the print runs are like, what the distribution is like, which we already know the distribution is garbage, right? Whether or not they're holding back product or they just don't have any, right? If production is just actually low and they do not have a lot and they don't plan on making any more, then this is going to be a rare product, right? And those collector booster boxes, maybe even the draft booster boxes, are going to climb in price a lot, right? And we're going to figure that out 90 days in, because everybody's going to be opening their boxes. Everybody's going to be going through this. And real quickly, you'll figure out on TCGPlayer who's selling their boxes, who's not selling their boxes, who is, whoever thinks this is a toxic asset. I would like to think that the Double Masters collector booster boxes are going to go down to $250 a box. And if they go down to $250 a box, you got to buy them. All right. That's my final piece of advice. If they get down to $250 a box before shipping, you need to buy it. I know I will. I'll take a hit. If it means you buy them at $250. Because that is a steal. And I'll be happy to do that, right? Hell, we can open one on the channel at that rate. I'll buy 2. But that is good sealed product, right? This is good sealed product. It will age well. It's got a bunch of cards in here that everybody needs, right? And frankly, it is, if its production is as low as we think it is going to be a much more rarer set than we know. And that is very much so a boon for those of us who are keeping things sealed. But anywho, like I said, that's just my rant. Please understand that whatever you see in this next week in regards to people pricing out their cards is not accurate. They will go down in price when the public gets them. That is how this works. It's how it's worked with every set. I always say that you shouldn't buy presale, and I don't ever want to, right? Which is why I'm going to wait, and I'm going to see what happens. And if I see it start to rise, I'll see about buying one. If I see it start to drop, I'll see about buying one. But you have to be cautious, okay? Because we are in an economic downfall. You need to be cautious, okay? Anyway, enough from me. Thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate your support. Let me know in the comments. I know a few of you have already gotten your boxes. I know some of you are whaling out a ton of boxes, like 100 collector boxes and like 200 draft boxes or whatever. And you're crazy for that, right? If you want to share, let me know. But yeah. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. I always like discussion, and I hope to have more in-depth discussion with everybody in the comments down below, and hopefully we can all learn from each other. I'm sure a lot of you are also in the same boat as I am, but a lot of people they fall prey to the early prices, and when they see that they're going to make a lot of money, they dive in deep and then can't get themselves out. So anyway, like the video, right? If you like this content, we're hoping to get to 100 subscribers at the end of the month. It is now the 1st of July. Well, the 2nd of July when this comes out. So we're gonna hope to get to 100 subscribers at the end of the month. I'm gonna do a little special thing for 100 subscribers probably, but we're on our way up. Every day you guys surprise me with how much you guys enjoy my content, and I'm happy to continue giving it to you. And yeah, we're gonna keep it trucking, right? We're gonna keep it trucking, but I'm gonna keep my eyes on Double Masters 2022 because it is such a weird product to be that high and then go low and then expect it to go back up again. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But anyway, like I said, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Helps out the channel a lot. We do also have a Patreon as well. So if you want to be part of the Patreon, list, I hope to get everybody's name at the end of the video, and also there will be some special stuff for patrons as well, depending on the tier that you're in. So we're gonna kind of go from there. But let me know. Like I said, I love all your faces. Thank you all so much. And make sure to make it a great day or not. The choice is up to you. And I will see you all in the next video, where hopefully we are much richer in knowledge and wisdom than we were today. Nerd out.